All right, so this week on Tuesday's Tips, what we're going to do is we're going to look at three more isolation exercises using the monster bands. Again, this is Monster Band month, what we're sticking with. So looking at the three exercises today, we're going to do a tricep, little tricep press, and then we'll show you a couple different variations you can do with that, you just using one monster band. Then we're going to do a little shoulder press, and then we'll jump straight into a little lateral lunge using the band. So again, if you go back and look at last week's video, we went over extensively about the monster bands. You can purchase them at several places, Dick's, Target, those kind of places, but the better bands do come from a good strength conditioning company if you want them to last, more commercial grade. Again, I have three different bands, strengths, red, black, and green. And again, red, for me, red's going to be easiest. Then we jump over to the black, then we jump over to the green. So looking at that with the tricep work, again, you can affix it to something horizontal or vertical, and then I'll show you how to do it without even affixing the band to anything. So with those exercises, jumping right into the tricep, we'll look at a little tricep extension. So it's just a single arm tricep extension right there. So all I'm doing is pressing down. It's really easy. You only own one band. All you have to do is just kind of double that guy up, make it a little shorter, holding the slack, the extra in my hand, pressing down. That tricep work is a little tougher if I double it up like that. Jumping over, same concept. I can just grab a little harder band with the black. And one of my really tough bands is that green band right there. So that's just a little tricep press down using three different variations. Again, if you don't have anywhere to affix that band to, you can just go straight to a little standing overhead tricep press. Looking at the bands, I got my black and red. Just going to grab the black, going over again like we did last week, standing on that band. And from last week, remembering that the most important thing is to make sure that guy is right underneath the arch of your foot. If it's not, once again, it will slide off, and as you're doing that exercise, it'll come up and whack you in the back of the head, the shoulder, leave a nice little red mark and some temporary pain. So with that being said, I'm going to step on that band, and all I'm going to do is just go straight overhead, just a straight up tricep press. So you can see that, just a straight up tricep press there. Some people like to just support that arm so you're not blowing out here in the wind as you're trying to control that band. So you can support it, but you can press straight up, little tricep press right there. So that's looking at your tricep, two different variations, different bands. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to stay right here for my shoulder press. So still standing on that band. Again, elbow in line with the shoulder, and I'm just going to do a straight up, single arm, shoulder press, just as if I were using a dumbbell. Nothing changes. So that is the trick for your little shoulder press. And again, you don't want to step through, you don't want to do it in front, because then if you're doing it, then you're going from front to back, and it's really going to rub on the back of that arm. Go from the back side, so make sure you're standing with that band behind you to do your tricep and your shoulder press. Then it will not rub the back of that shoulder and the back of that arm. So that's the reason why I stand up, put the band behind me, and then step on it. So there's your shoulder press and your tricep. Both of them are isolated, single arm. And then for the little lateral lunge, easy little trick. So you're going to just take your band, you're going to give it one little twist, and it's going to give you a little figure eight right there. And then I'm just going to put them together. And then I've got a small hoop. With that hoop, all I'm going to do, slide that guy on right above the knees. And from that position, you're just going to give me a little lateral lunge. Right there. Lateral lunge, stepping out. You can slide that guy up, a little bit more tension, and go a little deeper in that lateral lunge. So I'm just stepping straight out, going lateral, right into that lunge. And again, as you do that lunge, you don't want to step completely back because it'll just drop straight down. You want to keep that nice, wide, athletic base there and back. Yes, you can. Some people ask on this exercise, can I just stay out and make it a little more static and not be as dynamic and moving back and forth because they're worried about that band slide? So yes, you can get that little lunge, and then back up, and then right back out into that little lunge and back up. So I'm staying in that nice split, but I'm still lunging lateral, getting into that glute and hammy on that right side as we're doing that exercise. So those are your 3 quick exercises this week using the monster bands. You got your tricep, whether it's attached high or you're standing on it, shoulder press out with standing on it, and then the single leg lateral lunge for both. Again, we're going to do roughly 10, 15, 20 reps of those, or you can do it for time, 20, 30, 45 seconds worth of work. So add those in to the other videos here on YouTube. Start compiling your little exercise list, and then we'll be back next week with some more isolation exercises using the monster bands. So that's what we're looking at this month. Look forward to seeing you next week. Check the Facebook page for more videos and information, and then jump on my email list if you want to get a nice little email twice a week with some information, good information you can utilize there. Check back next week.